All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to We Are Heroes. I am your game master, and it is my duty and responsibility to guide these wonderful people through another world of magic, mystery, and superherodom. You have just watched our newest intro video that was made for us by the Small Shadow Snack, who is unfortunate not here with us tonight, but her work is 100% amazing, and you should definitely let her know all over Twitter and other various internet groups and things. I don't know. Other than that, though, we don't have any new notifications, so I'm just going to go ahead and let these wonderful people tell you about what they do, and then we'll go ahead and dive in. And we'll start with Sir Monolith.
Yeah, I'm at Sir Monolith on the Twitters or whatever they want to call it now. And same on over on Blue Sky. But yeah, I'm not really too active on social media at the moment, hoping to change that. But for now, just look around on Big Dude Reese channel because you'll probably find me slinking around there doing something.
This is true. Next up, Diachromaniac.
Hi, I'm Di. Once again, you can mainly find me here. Also, social media. What is life? You can find me at Diachromaniac pretty much everywhere, but I'm mostly on Tumblr making shitpost memes of stoats and hats.
All right, sure. Next up, Kira.
Hi, I'm Kira858, and I play Cameron, aka Cammy, who's doing their James Bond mission part 2. Maybe they might transition to Jason Bourne in this episode. We'll see. But in terms of content and things that I'm working on, I always release and introduce this content at the end of the stream, so I will save it towards the end. But that's me.
All right, and with that, it is time to do a quick recap of where we were as of our last adventure. Our young group here was attempting to learn a bit more about their abilities and had a interesting time with a couple of accidents, but overall they've gained new knowledge and new mastery over their unique talents, just in time for them to decide to do something daring. They've chosen to search for the essence of their abilities. They have taken advantage of the press conference by the founder of Medicorp to sneak inside under the guise and the information of one of their close friends. Now we return to you all as a quick change in your plans, as your fourth member has decided to stay outside and to monitor the press conference so that you know when you will be running out of time. As you all are quickly readjusting to this plan, I leave the story to the three of you. What would you like to do?
I have to say our fourth member is probably smart in staying outside because I'm sure that this will definitely be completely safe.
Hannah's gonna brush her hair back behind her ear and push her glasses up a little further on her nose. I mean, it's probably safer, but it's not, but needs to happen. So I don't know. Should we look for a door or a way to get in? We talked about, I guess, maybe pretending to be on a school project. Do we still want to try that, or did y'all come up with something different?
I think that's a good place to start. Sure. Yeah.
Cammy has a number 2 pencil, a notebook. They try to perform the push glasses method and realize they're not wearing glasses, so it looks kind of weird. And but they're pretty much trying to absorb the sights around them of the different reporters, the cameraman, and essentially try to mimic their behavior to give the impression of being school reporters for their newspaper. And they look towards the others and says, we just have to blend in and then we should be fine.
All right, as you all are attempting to blend in and to pass yourself off as students on a trip, currently, as far as you all know, there are no school trips scheduled for today. So you are going to need to adapt on the fly. So what I will say is this will be a pleasant social interactions based role, and it'll be based on your intelligence pool.
Yeah.
And I will say it'll be a difficult. We'll be starting at difficulty 4.
Can we have Mindy be the spotlight since she's like?
No, you are all rolling together.
Oh.
Alright.
What is your combined?
Say that again. Die.
What? Oh, yeah,
So we're just. Is it intelligence defense or intelligence? Just straight
It'll
intelligence?
So it'll be based on your intelligence pool. Specifically for a skill, it'll be positive social interactions, but you'll just be rolling and you want to be the 12th. If you wish to apply effort and things like that, you'll be paying for it out of your intelligence pool.
Okay.
But it's not a defense.
Okay.
So I can't talk with my fist. Okay, I guess.
I
mean, you
can't dodge
could.
the social awkwardness.
Right?
No.
Oh, I know what that means. I
Man.
know what that means.
What if I want to be intelligently defensive?
No.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna let you know right now. I have to spend a level of effort because I have nothing for intelligence. So, yeah, already going down. Start off strong.
So we just roll d20, right? And then nothing factors into that at all outside of like
But don't
you be
have,
doing
like-
effort.
Don't you have
Not if you
skills
have-
for Oh no, Mindy has a negative to speaking to people. I forgot.
Yes,
Ooh.
for some reason the adepts are really bad at social interaction.
Yes, for you, I believe it is hindered, so the difficulty will go up to 5. And yes, it'll be a D20 roll.
So Mindy has a higher intelligence pool, but a higher.
I mean, the
difficulty
pool
of
doesn't
level.
matter because the pool doesn't factor into the roll at all, which is weird, but whatever. That's how they decided to design the game.
Okay, I'm good.
All right, what number did you get? 12 was the base. If you spend a level of effort, it'll go down to 9.
Perfect. Yeah, I rolled a 12 on the die.
Okay.
So I didn't really need to spend it, but it's fine. Spend it already.
So
I'm
Hannah
going to
rolled
spend
the
a level
2.
of effort too because I need to. Because Mindy knows where she's weak.
Okay. Spend a level
So-
of effort. Goes down to
Spending a level
4.
of effort for intelligence. And does the edge factor into that with this interaction?
Yes.
Everything,
Edge will
right?
still apply.
Okay. All right, so I got 2 intelligence edge. So does that bring it down
All right.
any more or no?
It'll bring
Oh,
it
it's
the price for spending 1 level of effort down from 3 to 1.
Yeah. Okay. And then it brings the difficulty down. You said
From
for
5
everybody?
to 4. For it brings down just for you. It's just for you. So from
1 off
from
class.
5 to 4. So you need a 12 or better.
Oh, let's see.
No.
A 13. Nice.
It's
Okay,
a lucky number
so-
today.
Hannah, I have an offer for you. You can attempt to push this roll, in which case you will get to roll again. However, if you fail, something bad will happen.
Well, since I rolled a 2, I'm gonna push the roll because I can't imagine how it's gonna get any worse.
Okay. Are you spending any effort on this roll?
This time I will. I didn't the first time, but this time I will. I do have 1 edge in intelligence, so I'll take my pool down by 1, and this will drop it to a 9.
With 1 level of effort, it'll go from 4 down to 3, so you need a 9 on the dice. And instead of it costing you 3 points from your intelligence pool, it'll cost you 2 points from your intelligence pool.
Okay, so let me flip that. Okay, cool. Awesome. Let's do that on my good dice. And I rolled a 4.
All right,
Wait,
so
are you using the story dice or are you using the good
No,
dice?
I'm using my friend, my precious. I use my good one. I use the one that
Jeez.
loves me.
So, As you all are attempting to file in, Cameron and Mindy are able to do so pretty easily. You all both are able to kind of file in with a few other people who are working more of the sound and light section in this building. You can see that they're clearly getting ready for the press conference, but you're able to kind of fill in as just basically as unhired labor, and you're just kind of able to play it off enough that everyone tends to think you belong there. For Cameron, they seem to just assume that you're the child of someone else who's working here, whereas Mindy is taking on more of the intern or understudy type role. Unfortunately for Hannah, you attempt to follow their lead, but you end up more going to pick up a speaker that is being held by someone else, and as you both pick it up, for just a moment, your newly enhanced body, your newly enhanced strength gets away from you, and instead of just picking this thing up, your thumbs and palm end up pressing into it, and you hear the speaker smash and the wood inside begin to crush, and you begin to draw eyes as people go, who is that anyway? No one else goes, I don't know, we should call someone. Where's the project manager? In a moment, a bunch of people are going to be coming in on this location, and you don't know if the extra eyes will bring more trouble for you, or if it will also bring in the extra scrutiny on your companions. What do you do, Hannah?
Just like I did back in the zoo, I would rather take the heat than get my companions in trouble. I would rather make myself sort of the target and let them get away. So I'm going to hastily sort of hand the speaker back to the other person. Go, shoddy craftsmanship, I guess, they don't make things like they used to. And I'm going to try to skedaddle away from where my companions are, with the ultimate intention to kind of loop back around once I've sort of lost this heat.
Okay, so to do that, are you attempting to run further into the building or outside of the building and then try to come back in?
I'm gonna run away from the building and then try to come back in and connect with them later, because I don't want all that attention on the building. And hopefully, at best, I can be a distraction away from the entrances of the building, so that way they have an easier time getting in.
Okay, for that, we're going to make this a speed roll. The difficulty for this is going to be 3, and it is based on movement, running, being elusive, anything like that.
I've got bouncing and climbing.
Unless you intend to try and climb the building, that's not going to help you.
Okay. In that case, yeah, I am definitely. You said it was a 3?
3.
Difficulty? Yeah, I'm definitely going to spend those 2 points to bring this down to a 2 on my speed. And so subtract 2 from my speed pool, bring this down to a 2. All I have to roll is a 6. Come on. It's a 4. I'm sorry.
You are allowed to spend a point of experience to re-roll the dice. It is up to you.
Yeah. I think I have
Roll
to.
credits.
I have to, right?
It is up to you. It is entirely up to you.
Yeah. Oh, that's so sad. I was at 4 XP. All right. Oh my god.
Is it the same dice? We might gotta
No,
check that dice
I'm
out,
switching
fam.
the dice. I'm doing new dice every time. Oh, thank God that's a 9. Wait, wait, hold on. Would I have had to spend... Well, it doesn't matter because it was a 3 anyway, so it doesn't matter if I would have spent more effort to bring it down, because it was a 3, so 9 hits, right?
You are correct. So
Right,
as you
cool.
go to turn and attempt to make your exit, you turn and almost walk right into a woman who is holding a clipboard in one hand, a cup of coffee in another, and is talking very loudly into a headset. And as you kind of turn towards her, both of your eyes go wide for a second, and you are just able to kind of pivot and make your way past her and out into the streets. And where you are able to lose any pursuit inside the crowds of people coming and going. You manage to leave. I will say you move for about 10 minutes away before you decide to stop and reassess. While that is happening, Mindy and Cameron, you both see this scene of almost controlled chaos. You see Hannah kind of disappear after speaking with someone. You both hear the speaker kind of crunch under her hands, and then you see her go running past you back out and onto the street.
Cammy, we need to go. Like, we need to go now. We can't stay here, and we don't need to leave, but we need to go somewhere.
Okay, do you have her phone number? Like, do you like send a
Yeah.
pan to her?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got Hannah's number. Yeah,
Okay, I guess we keep going.
yeah. We gotta continue the mission. If Hannah can, I'm sure she'll meet up with us later. But you know, we can't. If we leave now, we're probably not gonna get another chance at this.
Okay, yeah, could you send her a pin of where we are so therefore she can find us if she's able to?
Is the pen gonna follow us or?
But I think 'cause that's what I was about to do in the hospital. I was going to send a pin to you where I was and then you could find my location. So can you do that to her?
Probably, but we should probably do it like where we're going or in the next spot we're at. Because if we do it here, like she knows we're here.
Oh, that's true. You have to go inside first.
Okay.
Okay.
So you all have already successfully infiltrated the building, so your current roles will stand. And I will take it you all are attempting to move into the building proper. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So as you leave the staging area for the press conference, you enter into a proper building. Just has this kind of metal white and gray color to it, where everything seems a bit more sanitized than really necessary, especially for you, Cameron. Everything almost feels like a not quite sanitized room, but a very clearly cleaned one. It is very different from what you would be used to in the orphanage. As you all
a clean room.
are making your way further into the building, you all have a choice to make. There are both an elevator that can go up and down. You can see that it is a open glass elevator, and then there's a set of stairs. There's going another stairway that is also going up or down. Which way would you like to take?
Wait, you said the elevator is a glass elevator where
Yes,
you can see
open
through?
glass. Yes.
Oh, Cammy will look towards Mindy and be like,
That's a trap. Like in Star Wars, that's a trap. You gotta
Ah.
go through the stairs.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, it would probably be easier for us to like blow off like, oh, we got caught in the elevator. Oh, sorry, we just hit the wrong button. But yeah, I mean, like, obviously, much easier for us to get caught.
They can see you through it. Okay, let's
Yeah.
go through the stairs.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do the stairs. I agree. We can be a little sneakier getting down the stairs.
All right. You step into the stairway, and this stairway you actually find is done up just like the main building as well. It is that same kind of gray and white metal, that metallic finish, and it is a box kind of staircase. So it's kind of going around the four sides and then going straight down. As you all are making your way down, is there anything you wish to do?
want to be stealthy. I mean, we're not just like walking, you know, we want to make sure we are as
Try to be quiet.
yes.
As it
Don't
were.
be suspicious. Yes.
Yeah.
You are-
And just like that.
You are
Suspicious? Yeah.
being as stealthy as your namesake would indicate.
Cameron,
As
don't
you
let
all-
anybody know we're here.
As you all are making it, you make it down 2 floors before you hear a doorway below you open, and you hear what sounds like a security guard speaking into a mouthpiece. And they go, "All right, yeah, we're coming in. I'm just going to go ahead and do a final sweep of the staircases, and then we'll have everybody outside. All right, just give me a moment." And you begin to hear the sounds of someone walking in the staircase. From where you aren't sure if they're coming toward you or going further away from you with how the sound is kind of echoing in the staircase. What do you all wish to do?
Are there any doors that exit out from the staircase?
The
Like
floor
near
you're
bottom?
on has a door. And as you've been going down, you've seen different doors on different floors. But there is one here. You see that you are on. You've come down to, so you're at the sub level 1 or S1. Try it, and it is locked.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Hey, do you know how to pick locks?
No, they don't teach you that at the orphanage. The other kids know, but they didn't tell me.
Okay. Here's a question. The staircase, does it sound like the individual was above us or below us?
Below you.
When a person is moving up the stair, can they see the bottom of the stairs in front above them? Or is it blocked off to where they can only see
If you stand close to the railing, someone below you would be able to see you, but if you stay on the inner wall, they would not be able to see you.
or the inner wall? Okay. So first Cammy will look towards Mindy and says,
You have 2 options, or 3 options. 1, you can teleport us up the stairs.
Well, the problem with that is that I think so far from what I've experienced, I can only teleport to places I've seen or know about.
Okay, so I could do 2 things then. 1, I could break open the door, but then that would be very obvious. Or 2, I could carry you on my back and then climb on the back of the stairway, and so therefore they can't see us when they make their way up.
I don't mind doing piggyback, Cammy. You seem pretty strong. We could do that. That's probably our best choice. Better than breaking the door.
Okay,
I mean, unless you want to get caught and dragged outside, and then teleport back inside, but that seems like it might be easier to just do this.
yes, because then they will see us and we will already be public enemy number 1.
And
this way
then
they
they'll be
know-
like, "What are you doing in here again?"
Yeah, exactly. And then we go to juvenile, and I don't want to go to juvenile. I don't have a record yet. So, okay. Hold on to my shoulders.
Okay,
And then-
Cammy.
And then Cammy originally was going to climb, and then when they make the leap up, they realize they're not coming back down.
They're like, India fly. This could be so much easier.
And then they just fly underneath the stairway, and they just pin against the wall, flying against the wall.
That's a
Okay,
pretty
so-
cool trick, Cammy.
So, there is no issue with this idea so far. So what I will say, this is going to be a test of, we'll say it's a test of willpower. because as you kind of to hug yourselves to the wall, the security guard you can now clearly see is coming up the staircase below you, so you will need to stay completely still as to not kind of trip or not accidentally get caught in his field of view as he's moving. So this is going to be a test of your abilities to keep yourselves calm. So it is going to be intelligence based, and if you have any skills relating to willpower or determination or anything like that, they will apply. And I will say,
Karen's over here like, no, 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 God, no.
I will say, based on I will say the difficulty would be 5 on this, as it is especially for you.
I'm just saying still.
It is difficult.
I
It
didn't
is
have any
difficult.
sugar. I didn't have any Mountain Dew for the day.
Trust
I got no
me,
jitters right
this
now.
is easier than what my initial idea was. So you should take this one. You should take this one. It'll be a difficulty 5. And you may spend effort as you see fit.
So you said is there even willpower skills? I don't even think I saw
There
that.
probably there could be a skill for just about anything. You
You could have made it up if you
have
felt like it. Like,
it would be any skill relating towards willpower, determination, mental focus, anything like that. If you have a skill that you think would work, feel free to suggest it, and I will tell you if you can use it.
Yeah, that's what I'm taking a look and see. No, everything I got is for like athletic movement, but you would assume okay. You said 5? That's a 15, and I have to spend willpower just to make it a 4. Jesus Christ. Okay, well.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna definitely spend a willpower or an intelligence because, like, why wouldn't I? I mean,
yeah,
right
but
now
at least-
it's only 1 for me right now. Next level or next time we go up, I can switch it, and then it'll be free for the first level after, which will be so nice.
It's so nice. All right, so I'm spending willpower to knock it down to 4.
Same.
Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Okay, 17.
Hey.
Okay.
19.
Don't. Okay, so 19 would have a minor
Minor
effect.
effect, yes.
Hey.
The question is what kind of effect would make sense?
No other guards come up. No, the guard. We are invisible to all guards.
No, not quite.
Guard slips
what
and
I will
temporarily
say-
blinds himself with his mace. Whoops.
What I will say is, as the guard is coming, you all are able to basically see him clearly, and as he reaches the door on your floor, the door that you all attempted to go through, he takes his key card and he holds it up to the scanner, and as he goes to put it back in his back pocket, it falls out. And he pulls the door open, steps through, and the door closes behind him.
Okay, I think we're safe.
Yeah, let's grab that card.
Okay.
And yeah, Cammy's going to fly towards this direction. Still, I mean, you see them kind of get used to it because they're not used to flying, so they're trying to stabilize themselves because it's definitely a unique circumstance. But yeah, when they finally land, they pick up the card and give it to Mindy. Says,
You're a lot taller, so you can reach most of the stuff.
It's okay. I don't think height's gonna be a problem for you anymore.
Oh, that's true.
they didn't think about that.
Can you just check on Hannah to make sure that she's okay?
Yeah.
Speaking
But
of young
dial in. I'm
Hannah,
gonna dial my phone and see if I can dial out.
yes, you do. You do find that your phone is working properly here.
Ooh.
You do see that the your settings are a little spotty in this stairwell, but it's what you would expect.
Okay. Am I able to call Hannah then, or at least attempt to?
If you would like to, you surely can.
All right, let me try to call Hannah.
Okay, Hannah You hear a phone call.
309.
Yeah, I imagine I'm sitting there on the outskirts of this event, um, phone in hand because I got the notification for the pin or the ping for their location, and now that I'm in a space where I can finally like breathe and look at my phone, I was just about to send them a text message, just about to send Mindy a text message to figure out where the best point of entry into the building would be. If they could like, hey, where'd you guys enter? Like, where are you at? And then my phone rings. Oh my god, Mindy, yeah. Sorry, I thought I got caught, and I thought maybe being a distraction would be better. It looks like you guys got in. Did you guys get in?
Yeah, we just we took advantage of the distraction to go a little further in. We're in a stairwell now. There's some guard almost caught us, but Cammy's got some cool tricks up his sleeve, so we were able to avoid that dilemma.
Oh my god, that's so cool! I can't wait to see what Cammy can do. That sounds awesome.
Oh yeah.
Okay, where should did the stairs like where should I meet you guys, like in the stairs? Should I like meet you guys at like the top or the bottom of the stairs?
Are you able to get in the building anywhere, or did somebody like somebody looking for you?
I don't know if they're like looking for me. They definitely like saw me. I might need to like borrow one of your outfits that you have. Once I find you again, that would probably not be a bad idea. Maybe, I don't know. But I can try.
I think you're doing fine. I mean, it's good thinking to run off because somebody was already somebody was getting suspicious. So
I smushed a speaker with my hands. I didn't mean to. I said before, and I'll say again, I really think it was just shoddy craftsmanship. They don't make things the way they used to. It wasn't real wood. It was like that really awful like particle board stuff where it's just kind of like, yeah. So those were bad speakers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I agree. Shoddy craftsmanship for sure. For sure.
I can. How about this? I'm not bad at like climbing stuff. What if I meet you at the top of the building? Would that work, or do you think you could get me in like through a regular door?
I think. Are there any regular? Well, we're like halfway up the building in the stairwell right now, right? So there's.
Yes, you all have just descended, starting into the sub-levels. You are aware that there was a fire exit a floor above you, so you could, though you do know it has that warning alarm will sound part on it, so you'll need to deal with something with that. But you did see a fire exit door.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's. I don't know if they have like. I don't know how these buildings work. Like, I don't think they're like I don't think it's like an apartment building. Like you ever seen the movies where they have those like fire escapes of the side? I don't think they have that here. We're not in New York City.
No, I just figured I could like climb up.
I mean, if you can climb, that's pretty cool.
If you guys are underground, though,
no, we're not underground. At least not yet. I don't think we went up. Yeah, me and Cammy went up.
Okay.
Can we see what looks like the top of the stairwell, or is it just kind of like so high that it just kind of fades out?
You can see the pattern of the stairs, but you can't see like the top floor or anything like that. If you've ever looked up at like a spiral staircase, you can see that pattern and know that it continues further up and further down, but you can't see any other features.
I mean, this was only like a 3-4 story building. Like, it wasn't a super tall building, right? This isn't like a giant skyscraper, right?
No, it's about 5 stories. It's about a 5-story building.
Okay.
But we went down. So
we went down to get the car.
You do not know how deep the sub level. Yeah, you do not know how deep the sub level is, but the above ground section, per that Hannah can see, is about 5 stories.
If you guys have already started going down, then
I'm not sure how far down we are yet. Do any of the? You said there's an escape thing, right? So like.
Yeah, let me just meet you at like that fire door. How about I start making my way back towards the building maybe, and you guys go to the door, and I can track you
Yeah.
on my
Yeah.
phone and figure out what side of the building that door is on, and then we can
Yeah, just
figure out where
try
to go
try
from
not to
there.
get spotted, and we'll try to go meet you.
Okay.
Do we see any like cameras? There's no cameras in the stairwell, are there?
No, you haven't seen any.
There's just a cami, not a camera.
What?
There are now 7 cameras. They're all looking at you.
Schrodinger's cameras.
And so, all right. So, Hannah, as you finish your phone call, how are you going to attempt to get to this fire exit door? You do see a few seconds after the phone ends, a pin does appear that gives you. You know that the pin isn't completely accurate or detailed, since your mapping service doesn't have a floor plan, but you do know that it is on the northwest side of the building.
I start making my way over to that side of the building, but I definitely want to, as much as possible, either avoid the crowds or try to blend in, and if I can, possibly like once again, go the wrong way with the intention to loop back around. So if this is on like the northern side, maybe like approach from the south and.
Okay. It'll take you a bit out of your way, but you can do that. You're able to kind of fall in with the crowd in some places and separate by going down a couple of side alleys and side streets. I will say the entire journey with your extra kind of addition to it will take you about 25 minutes.
Okay. So much time. All right, where I shoot Rowan a quick text, just asking for a update on how long on where we're at in the press conference. Just like, hey, how long is this going on? Is it even started yet? Like, does it look like it's wrapping up? Is it almost over? I shoot that to her, and go towards hopefully start approaching the fire door.
All right. You receive a response, and she says, starting soon, less than 10 minutes.
Okay, we don't have a lot of time. Okay. Hopefully at this point I'm staring at the fire door.
You are. You can see it is, from what you're looking at, it's a solid metal door. From your end, you don't see anything odd or unique about it.
Is there any access panels or anything like that on my side of the door, or is this exclusively an egress?
There is nothing like that on your side. It's just an exit for you. You don't even see a spot where you would be able to open the door from your side. You can tell that it's meant only to be opened from the inside of the building.
So there's no like little key card thing that gives you access to the.
Can I see any? No, it's the door that's rigged to alarm. Are any? Can I look and see if any of the mechanisms, wires, a little box, anything associated with that sort of tech is visible on my side, or is it all on Mindy and Cam's?
It would all be on their side of the door.
You guys are right.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be on their side of the door.
I shoot Mindy a text. I'm here. I'm here. I can punch it. I could probably punch this down, but it's gonna make a loud alarm. I think you have to take care of that on your side.
Understood.
Wait, so if we open it from our side, there's no alarm, right?
Does
No,
it have
you can
like a
see
fire exit thing on it?
from your side of the door, you can see that there will be an alarm if you open it. It has that door will sound if opened thing on it. And you can see going to the very top part of the door, there's a little red, like, looks to be almost like a boxing bell. If you've ever seen one of those, it looks a bit like that. And you can see that there are some wires that kind of end into the bell that go into the door itself. But you can tell that it will open if you attempt to open it. It will sound if you attempt to open it.
I think I need to rip open the beep 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 that would hit the fire alarm if it happens. Like if I break it off, then it won't make any noise, right? Or would it still? Or would I need to break any wires? Why should I take out the wires?
You know, it's a good question. I am not. I don't know a lot about these particular electronics, but better safe than sorry. Just get rid of all of it.
Yeah, I was like, ¿por qué no los dos? Okay,
Red, blue.
Yep. So in this instance, they're going to attempt to try to take away both the wires as well as the thing that makes the noise. So therefore, is double whammy. So they can't somehow the wires still makes the way through. You can't actually make any sound.
Are you attempting to break the door in the process?
I think I would wait until I heard I got a text or something that they've done what they needed to, that they felt was the right answer before I started pounding on my side.
Well, we could, once we break the bell notion as well as the wires, we could just open the door, right? The whole purpose of
yes, I am asking if when you do this, are you attempting to leave the door mostly intact, or are you just trying to rip everything off?
Leave the door intact.
All right, so that will make it a little bit more difficult. So I will say if what you're going to do, if you're going to just reach up there and just try and rip everything out, you will probably damage the door, but it'll be easier. If you're trying to remove the sound part and some of the wires, but still make the door work, you're gonna have to be a bit more careful with what you're pulling out and how you're doing it, which will make the task a little bit more difficult. Each one will have its own consequences.
Is a precision destruction device, okay?
Like a scaffold.
Exactly. That's why it's so tiny.
Okay, all right.
I just had a vision of an octopus holding a bunch of scalpels. So I just imagine like Mindy with a bunch of like Mindy-shaped tentacles holding scalpels. Sorry.
Or holding camis.
Wait, so what pull is this going to be? Just to clarify.
It's going to be might either way.
Okay, cool. But yeah, perfect. Yeah, I'll take the harder one. Yeah, we're good.
All right, so it'll be 6 if you're trying to keep the door stable. If you're just ripping everything out and hoping for the best, it'll be 5.
All right, I'll go with 6, and then all right, we got 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay, so I just need to roll a 3. Oh, that was good because I rolled a 6.
So you reduce it down from 6 to 1, and then you roll a 3. Okay.
Yes.
All right. You reach up and you begin by removing the part of this alarm that would make the actual noise. But as you do, you can see that there are sections of the wiring that are on your side enough that you end up not quite snatching it out, but just pulling a part of the cable to make it disconnect. And then you're able to just kind of slowly thread the cable back to you. The process does take you about 5 or so minutes to do, but once it is done, you have some of the wiring on your side as well as the bell, and then you can see the spot where the wiring goes into the door, and you're pretty confident it won't make any noise when you open it.
And the entire time you're just humming and then once they get back down, they like,
Okay, Mindy, I think we're good to go.
Good job, Cammy.
All right, you reach forward and you press on the door, and as you feel the mechanism in the door release, and you wait, There's no sound. And you're able to open the door.
We're back together.
Welcome back to the party, Hannah.
Oh my god, I can't believe you guys did that. That was really scary. I'm glad we're all back together. Okay. All right.
Well, it was really Cammy who did all the work, but
Cammy, thank you. And I reach over and give Cammy a big hug. See, I knew you could do it if you put your mind to it. Okay. All right, Mindy. We're here. We're together. What's our next plan? Where are we going?
let's go try and find out what the hell's going on here.
They'll point to the door that they were planning on going to, right? What did it say, like S1 or something like that? Was it like sub-level 1?
S1, sub-level 1.
Yeah, so Cammy will point to that door. It's like,
I think it's there.
Oh, okay. Do I need to punch it?
You'll be able to go inside because we have one of those.
and then they'll point towards Mindy, who has the card.
Oh, that is so cool.
Told you, it's all the James Bond movies. We're good, doing so good.
Oh my
I
gosh,
mean-
we're like super spice.
It's super spice.
They couldn't have made it easier for us. The guard just like dropped it on the floor. I think he might need to I don't know. Somebody's gonna have to talk to him about his job because he's not doing a very good one.
Well, I don't want to get him fired.
Well, I mean, I'm glad he's not my security guard. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, it was a good stroke of luck, and we should, sometimes people make mistakes, and sometimes those mistakes help other people. And this time, this person's mistake helped us. And everyone makes mistakes, and I don't think we should get fired for it. But
That's
I
true.
think-
I mean, I don't talk to the supervisor anyway, because we're not really probably. They're gonna be like, wait a second, how did you know how it happened? And then all of a sudden, it's gonna be this big thing, and then
Rowan said they're getting started here soon, so we should probably get going.
Okay.
that's probably a good idea. Let's do that.
Okay.
All right. So I have a question. Are you taking the pieces from the door with you?
The broken pieces from the inside.
What,
you probably
what,
shouldn't
what
leave a
are
bunch
the
of-
broken pieces specifically?
It is a set of wires and then the metal casing around what would basically have been the bell that would have gone off.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure Cammy probably would have put it in their backpack.
Yeah.
Or you could try to put it back on and be like, let me fasten it on there. Inside.
Ooh. What if we take the wires, but try to put the casing back on, so that first glance when people are like walking past the door, it looks like the casing's still on, but we keep the wires.
It is up to you all.
No, okay.
I mean, it's possible. I'm just saying I wouldn't be able to help with that because that would either be a speed task, which it'd probably be you, or intellect task, which I have 4 points left remaining, so I can't do much there.
I'm very specific, and small dexterous things are not part of that. No, you know what? I think we should take them. We found a thing, and we should take the thing. We should take the thing that we found.
Yeah.
We should play the game and take the thing that we found.
Yeah, and plus leaving it here, at least just on the floor anyway, is a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's gonna be like, wait a second, oh my god, we need to lock this place down, and then we're just like,
I don't want to have a round 2 where we have to break a hole through the wall and then fly through the wall or jump through the wall. Or just teleport. We could just make it easier for us.
can you do that? Just bust through walls, be like Mr. Kool-Aid Man, pow!
Well, the last time it was a window, but maybe.
I haven't tried yet, but
Oh, Hannah
Probably.
definitely could. Hannah broke a tree. If she can break a tree, I think she can break a wall.
I mean, you know what they say, right? From the window to the wall.
Wait, what?
Nothing. You'll learn about it when you're older.
don't worry about it right now.
We about to get the birds and the bees conversation real quick. Okay. So I guess
Let's gather up the stuff and then just skeet out of here.
Okay.
All right. You all gather up your your newfound equipment, and you are you place the security tag up to the scanner, and a moment later the door clicks open, and you all are able to enter.
What marvelous sights do we behold, Cave Master?
As you enter, you find yourself in a small a room that has been divided up a bit into two sections. The section you are currently stepping into is a bit like a office building. It is divided up into multiple sets of cubicles, and you can see there are people who are moving about. So at the moment, there's about 3 of them. You can see as the 4th person is leaving this side and is stepping in front of what looks to be, if you've ever been to the airport and seen a full body scanner before, it looks just like that. This person steps forward.
Wait, sorry,
You can
say that one more time. A full body? You mean like the metal detector things?
No, the ones where you have to like put your hands up like
Yeah, the
this,
X-rays.
whirls around.
Yes, if you've the ones where you have to stand and you put your feet on the little feet spots, and then the machine will turn on, and you're supposed to keep your arms up. And
You said full body scanner? Sorry, I'm googling this. This sounds familiar, but I want to get a.
Yeah, like you gotta stand, you gotta put your arms up, and it goes whoop, and then you get to leave, and it's all right.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I had to Google it. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So you see a man, and this person looks to be like in their 40s, and they're wearing a white lab coat, and they stand in front of it. The machine goes off, and once it finishes, they step through on the other side, and you see them head down a long hallway where they're on either side are solid metal looking doors. Each one looks to be much more sturdy, much more durable than the one for the fire door you messed with. These ones seem to be sliding out from the wall and going across. And I will say, as you're looking, you see there is no handle for them, but as soon as this man steps up to it, it slides open for him and then closes behind him.
So it's like a series of doors along a hallway, almost like prison cell-esque, where it's like a series of doors set into a wall. Or is it just
Yes.
Okay.
It is designed like that, almost like being in a prison, but the room, the aesthetic of the room itself is closer to being in a hospital or in like a secret kind of underground base.
Are there any windows or slits or access points into the door that we could like see into the door without opening it?
Into the door? No. You do not have any windows leading out of this room at all, but you do see there are vents above you.
Well, I mean, the last one didn't go so well. Okay, so just one last question. We saw this individual go through this full body scanner, go on the opposite side of the full body scanner, and then go through 3 sets of doors before they all closed behind him, correct? So we saw what was
No, he went down a hallway, and this hallway had 3 sets of doors on the sides, and he went in one of them. He did not go through 3 separate doors. He went into one of 3 doors. You saw a set of 3 doors. He went into one of them.
And we saw him, but we saw what was the other on the other side of that door that he went through, right?
No, you do not know what's in the room that he went into.
Oh crap!
So this is kind of us here. This is the full body scanner, and then there's doors here, and then he went into like one of these doors. Are there 3 on each? Are there like 3 doors on each side, or is there only one side has
3 on each side?
So would you say that maybe is the vent like 3 doors down, or?
You can see the closest vent to you is about 5 feet or so away, and it seems to be you can't tell if it's meant to be blowing air into this room or taking air out of this room. And then you can see that as the vent shaft goes towards the body scanner, it goes up into the not the roof, the ceiling of the room.
So we can get to the vent without having to pass through the body scanner.
You could, yes.
I'm gonna kind of nervously squiggle, and if someone would give me a boost, maybe I could get in the ceiling and see where that person went, or find a way, or maybe get you guys
all
up
go.
with me, and we could. I don't know what this body scanner is, but I know that at the zoo they scanned us and it made a whole bunch of alarms. So I'm thinking that maybe we could avoid the body scanner. I think that would be bad.
I agree. Yeah, I think we could all go.
Wait, so just to realize, so the vent, everyone, all of us could be able to access that vent, right? And I mean, like, is there like a little gate on top of it that we'll have to pull off, or is it?
Yes, there is a vent, a grate entrance that you'd have to remove. The grate would be big enough, you think, for the three of you to fit in a single file, though you don't know about the weight limit. Vents are typically not designed for people to crawl in. I would say Cameron, based on this fact that Cameron has made it through the last vent, Cameron is pretty sure that they can make it through this one, but you do not know what the impact of having the three of you inside of a vent at the same time would be.
I mean, Hannah is, although she's like fairly, muscular / athletic, she's still, a 16-year-old girl. Cam has already been described as, exceptionally small for his age, and Mindy is the aerial part of the cheerleader pyramid. We're just small humans.
Despite your impressive resumes, vents are typically not built to hold human beings.
It's true. Most vents aren't. There are it depends on the building. But yeah, I mean.
Yeah, Cammy would just look towards the others and say,
We would have to be very, very careful because vents are usually has like a weight limit. But I could definitely get us all up there and climb through. We would just, maybe we would have to like space ourselves out, so therefore there's not a whole lot of weight in one singular point or something like that.
Yeah, and if our phones work up there, if we have to be super super far apart, if Mindy, if you were in the front or I were in the front, and then Cammy, if you were in the middle, Mindy, you and I could text each other and then tell Cammy, or at least like be able to help guide and keep that together so he doesn't get lost or doesn't have the info.
Yeah, for sure. And if Cammy brings his phone, Cammy might be. Well, I guess Cammy can just bust through the door if he needs to get out.
I mean, I could bust through the door if I need to get out.
It's true. We got lots of door busting. We got lots of options.
Yeah, this is so cool. We're like, what? The coolest quads out there. Give me 1 second.
and you're going to see Cammy just gently just float up. Still, again, a bit awkwardly like a baby bird.
Does Cammy have a phone with him?
Unfortunately, no. Cammy does. That's why Cammy was so shocked by, was it Sarah? I think it was Sarah's cell phone, because that was like her first time.
Cammy, bring a phone with you.
Does Mindy just carry around burners?
No, it's my phone.
Oh, carry around burners.
Just handing them out. All the Mindy's got to be able to talk,
Like a brown Chris coat. Hey, to be honest, I mean, it makes kind of sense.
A fair point.
Yeah. So, but yeah, they'll take the phone and then again, baby bird fly up to the crate that's covering the vent, and then essentially try to pull it off. Well, first they're gonna look around, make sure there's nothing around, and make sure everything's good.
So as you look around, you do see that there is another person working in this section, though they do have, looks like a set of, you think they're headphones initially, but you realize that they're not connected to anything. So they seem to be just there to either mute the sound of something or to cover up their ears for some other reason. So if you're going to do this, I have a question for you. Are you worried about making noise?
Yes. Especially if there's a person in there.
Okay, so that will make this much more difficult, as you are unable to just rip the thing off. I just forgot what those things are called. So I'm going to say, to pull it off gently, I'm going to put it at difficulty 7.
Okay.
You're officially outside of what most human beings are capable of doing.
All right. Plus 1, 2, 3, 5. I will use 1 level of effort to make it difficulty. To make it ease it down by 6. Perfect. So I just need a 3 or higher again. Perfect. Oh, 18. Isn't that another minor effect or something like that?
No, minor effect is 19. 18 would be if you were attacking something, you would deal
Yes.
2 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. So as you're up there, you see, unlike the one at the hospital, these ones are bolted in. So you're forced to almost to go by each one and snap the metal inside and then pull them out. It is a bit more difficult and is a bit more time consuming. And as you are doing so, you get about halfway through. And then I'm going to do a GM intrusion.
I knew it!
This is where you get the XPs.
Yeah.
It is. You gain 1 experience
Ree
point. You may
always
give
was
it to
dogging me
another
about
person.
Ree was always dogging me about, like, oh, you don't accept GM intrusions. So I was just like, crap. Well, since he keeps talking smack that I don't accept GM intrusions, I guess I have to take this one. Okay, sure. Oh, yeah, I get it. I get one. I get to give it to someone, you said? Wait, is this for all of us or just for me?
This is just for you. You take 1 experience point and then you give another experience point to any other person for any other reason.
Okay.
All right. So as you go on, you get halfway through the process when you see the door at the far end of the hallway open and a researcher steps out. He kind of turns back and you see him. You can hear him say something to another person in the room he's leaving, and he begins to turn toward you. You have enough time to make a decision. What does Cameron decide to do? You are the only person that can see this happening, as since you're in the air, you're kind of over the cubicles, and you are halfway done pulling this piece of metal out.
We would have to abort, get out as soon as possible. So once when Cammy sees this, they're going to immediately, try to push the item back to where at least the crate can remain still on the hinges, and fly back down and let the other 2 individuals know, like, we have company, we have to go back to the stairway.
All right. So you are going to. Are you attempting to be quiet as you come down?
Yes.
Good. Make me a speed roll. I will say this is the equivalent of trying to hide as your parent enters a room. So I'm going to put this at a difficulty 4. I'll put it at a difficulty 4. It is the difficult part is not the getting down. It's moving fast enough that the motion does not draw the attention.
Okay.
It is difficult.
You said
Has anybody?
4?
Yes, difficulty 4. As anybody who has tried this in real life, is actually quite difficult to do, but not impossible.
Sounds like someone speaking from experience.
Very much. Very much.
Hey,
Wait. Di, can you speak to this? Wait, can you speak to this parent sense, this sonar detection, and how quickly you're able to determine these fast movements?
oh yes. Oh yes. Let me tell you, you are. You know how your mom always joked that she had eyes in the back of her head? Absolute facts. You're too quiet for too long. I see you like heading in a direction. I'm like, no, I know what you're about to do. Now, to be fair, that's just with my children, not with other people's children or with the world in general.
Really? Just your kid? Wow, it's so crazy. How just one particular individual just like, whoop. Okay, so I got already. So I got 2 items of speed defense already. So so we should be good. That'll make it you know what? Just be on the safe side because I don't want to blow anything. I have 1 point of edge, so I just spend 1 level of effort to make it. I just have to roll a 3. Okay.
You can roll 3. You're not me.
Yeah.
You can do it.
14. Yeah, we're good.
All right,
Hey,
you're
you
able
didn't
to
make it that
return
far,
to the
okay.
ground. And I will say with a 14, you're able to get out those few words. And as you all see Cameron suddenly dart back down, what are the three of you doing?
You gotta go back
So-
inside the stairway, right?
Well, okay. So you saw. Wait.
Amy,
So
what happened?
when you were up there, you just saw people in the room, but there wasn't anybody coming towards you through the vent, though. The vents are still a safe spot, right?
Yes, the vent is a safe spot, but I think someone's coming towards.
So it was coming towards this direction, right? Or was it? Or
Yeah,
where,
you saw him turning. You didn't see him start to walk toward you, but you saw him turning as if to come toward you. You are welcome to
Yeah,
try and
so-
put your head up to see if he is still coming.
Yeah. So Cabby would just assume like, hey,
I just saw him turning towards my direction. There's a good possibility that they may be heading this way. Should we head into the stairway or just wait here?
I think we should get into the vents. I don't think we should go back. I think we should keep moving forward, but the vents seem like a good place to hide. What do you think, Mindy?
I think that's a good idea. You know, we came this far. We can't just run away right now, you know.
Oh, I was just gonna say hide against the hide like before in the stairs, but yeah, I could try.
If we hide in the stairs, though, you know, somebody comes in the stairs and they find us.
I will say the longer you talk about it, the higher the chances that a GM intrusion will occur to complicate the situation further.
Okay, I will try around too.
and they're going to slowly fly up and see if the individual is heading towards that direction. Not all the way up. They're not darting up. They're just slowly making their way up to see
Peeking.
if someone. Yep, just peeking
Okay.
up.
You see the researcher has started to come toward you, but he is also in the middle of kind of going through what looks to be like a computer tablet, and he seems to be going through something. You can see him flicking right every so often, and then he kind of looks up, considers something, and then goes back down to what he was doing. He is currently facing your direction, though.
Okay, well, he's distracted with evil corporation Tinder. We should get up into the vent.
Bumble? but
I'm sorry, you said swipe right. What do you want from me, Ree?
I expected too much.
So yeah, Cabby is going to try to continue the process and trust in their older friends that this is the right direction.
All right. Are you going slow and steady or fast and reckless?
Low and steady.
All right. You manage to you continue. You get the gray mostly off. There's just one more piece to do when you can see the researcher begin to make his way over. You see him reach the body scanner and steps inside. His back is currently toward you, but you know, as you've just seen this process, he's going to have to do a full turnaround. Do you attempt to pull it off and to fit yourself into the grate quickly? Or do you continue? Or okay. All right. So
They have
this is
to do the whole scanner. Wait, how long did the last scanner take last time? Because
about
it's a
10,
rotating thing, right?
15. Yeah, it goes around. I will say it took him about 15 seconds before he turned it and faced your direction, and 30 seconds total.
Okay. Yeah, I guess yeah, we're gonna have to go with that option of just hurry to pull it off in the last
All right.
second. Because only one last section, so hopefully it doesn't make that much noise.
Yep. You pull it off, and there is a pop, and you wait to see if anything happens. No one seems to notice.
And they're going to reach their hands out to try to pull. Well, they're going to go into the vent and see if people can be able to come through.
All right. If you're going to do this, first of all, you need to make a choice. Do you both attempt to go at the same time, cutting down on the amount of time this takes, but make it more difficult? Or do you go slowly at a time and hope that you have enough time?
Here's a question. Can I go into the vent, but then fly in the vent to where I'm not actually touching the ground of the vent itself. I'm like I'll probably be actually on the top perhaps because the weight would be
I
at the
will
bottom.
say you have just Cameron has just recently gained the ability to fly, so that is going to be a exercise of fine muscle control that they are more than welcome to attempt.
Okay, yeah, there. I would have tried that to make it easier for weight displacement.
Okay.
Woo, what a
So-
mission! What a mission!
Hannah and Mindy, how are you proceeding?
I would probably want Mindy to go before me, just because that's what Hannah's been doing. She's the straggler, the one that's like most willing to put herself in the danger zone. So I'm gonna look at Mindy. Go, Mindy, you go next.
Absolutely. Pulls out the stun gun.
Start.
Okay. So still good in hand. So you need to make it across here to Cameron and then be pulled up before anyone notices you. I will say this is going to be a speed-based roll, and if you have any skills relating to moving quickly, moving stealthily, anything like that, it will apply. I will say getting up there, Cameron is going to act as an asset to bring the difficulty down by one stage, as you do not have to make this all in one jump. So I will say,
Can I boost Mindy and also be an asset? Can I?
you
Cheerleader
could,
boost, like do
but
the hand like the hand
you-
thing.
you-
Is it like the? How do they do the hands? They do
you are welcome to do as you please. Yeah, you are welcome to do as you please.
Yeah, I want to do. I'm probably not doing it right, but the cheerleader thing that you guys do when you stand in each other's hands. Here, I think it's like this, and hold my hands out for Mindy to step in to help try to launch her up towards Cameron in the vent.
That's excellent
Alright.
form, Hannah. You could easily be on the cheer squad.
All right, this will be a speed roll, difficulty 4. With 2 assets, it'll go down to difficulty 2, meaning you need to roll the 6 or better.
Me need to roll 6.
Yo, is that what they
Mindy needs, yep.
I'll try. I'll see what we can do. So I have to roll a 6 or better.
6 or better on the dice, yes.
Okay. I'm making sure it wasn't difficulty 6.
No, 6 or better.
Oh, roll 20. 20? Are you kidding me? Can I give Mindy the XP so they can reroll it?
You
You got 2 good
cannot,
rolls. That's all for tonight.
you cannot give another person experience, but I will say,
I had one right for the gym intrusion.
Yeah.
oh, yeah, so you haven't given that to someone, then sure. Yeah, that-
Yeah, here, Mindy, you please take it. Please use it. Pretty please.
So you can re-roll by spending experience point. You can also attempt to push the roll, in which case there will be more consequences if you fail.
Mama's feeling lucky. Let's push it real good.
All right, make the roll again under the same conditions, but if you fail this time, there will be consequences.
Roll 20. Oh,
Let's
Jesus
get
Christ.
dangerous.
Why are you using roll 20?
Right? Oh,
13.
okay.
All right, you are able to shift your weight just slightly, so that way when Hannah's hands go underneath, you are able to stop yourself from being pushed backwards, and instead being pushed straight up, where Cameron is waiting and is able to pull you into the vent, and together you are able to stop yourself from making an impact noise in the actual vent. And that leaves Hannah. So, as Mindy and Cameron are adjusting themselves, what are you doing, Hannah?
As soon as I feel Mindy's foot leave my hands, I'm going to look around for anything
I can use as leverage to sort of climb and jump up into the anything I can bounce off of or climb off of to give me leverage to get up into the vent behind them.
All right. There are things around you, cubicles, dust, things like that you could step onto if you need be. I will say this will be a same roll. It'll be a speed-based roll. If you have anything related to any skills related to this.
I do. I have a 1 ease to anything that's bouncing or climbing.
Okay. I will say that will apply in this case. And I will say Cameron is still assisting you, so that'll be an asset as well. So difficulty 4, bring it down to a 2, so you can roll a 3 or a 6 or better on the dice.
Yeah, here's the thing. My dice have been shit. I don't trust myself to roll a 6. So I am actually going to spend the 2 more to bring it down to a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
3 or better on. Yeah, 3. It'd be a difficulty 1 or 3 or better on the dice.
I can roll a 3. Yeah. Yeah, 12. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Whew.
You managed to pull yourself up, and the 3 of you are in this vent.
We just see this Cammy just start, once when everyone's in, Cammy just starts to try to float themselves, hovering above the ground of the vent to try to keep their weight off. It's like,
Yeah, I think I can help a little bit here.
All right.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm trying to put as much weight onto like one part of my body instead of like evenly distributing it, like, or maybe even trying to like still like balance a lot of as much as I can, like on the top, like full parkour, kind of like trying to keep my weight up. Like, okay, guys, you guys should like really go so we can not crash through the ceiling. Is the vent that Cammy is our entry point, is the thing that Cammy opened, is that still attached in any way? Like, can it be like reattached, or is it like on the floor?
The way that Camry removed it, you could not reattach it, but not without using some other third external source. But you could attempt to hold it there if you like.
Yeah, I'm going to use my hands to sort of hold it up in place while lonely Megacorp, not Medicorp, it's Medicorp. Medicorp research scientist, distracted by his inter-office, Tinder app, put a couple of, use two hands to like hold it up, and then like try like brace my feet up on like the top of the vent, and so like my my body weight sort of evenly distributed between the top and the bottom of the thing, so not all of my weight is on the bottom part of this HVAC structure.
Smart.
Okay. You manage to contort yourself in a way that you think will work, at least for the time being. You're able to hold the grate in place, and as you're waiting, you do see this researcher make his way past the grate entrance and then down a hallway where he takes a left turn out of view.
We should really get moving. I don't know how long I can hold this.
Okay, let's go.
And we making our way. We'll make our way through the vents.
Making our way through the vents.
All right. As you all are making your way through these vents, you have to deal with the kind of change in slope, but together the 3 of you are able to handle it while cooperating. And as you do so, you come across the 6 research rooms, 3 on each side. Is there anyone that you all will take a look in, or do you continue forward?
I'm looking at all of them.
Yeah, I'm way too curious. We came so far, we gotta see what's in all of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The first room you find is it looks to be like a mechanist lab almost. There's a table where there seems to be like a medical robot that is in the middle of doing surgery. What looks to be like surgery on a human-sized mannequin. Though if you've ever seen any of the kind of mannequins that are used by medical professionals, they look very lifelike, and you can see the machine is in the middle of restitching various parts of this mannequin's body together at almost a dizzying speed to look at. And you almost don't see the needle that's being used, as it's kind of glinting in the light. As you go to take a look into the second room, you come across a person that is in the middle of working on what looks to be like a medical bandage. Though, as you can see, that they put it onto their skin, and the bandage sticks and then shifts visibly to the skin of the individual. And as you can see them kind of just rubbing around it almost to pull it off, that it's oddly adhesive. It isn't until you get to the fourth room that you find a glowing green and black stone. And you can see as you look at the stone, I'm going to do a GM intrusion.
Ooh.
This one is going to be on Mindy. Mindy, once you see this stone, for just a second, you see reality in front of you split off. It divides into 2, then into 4, then 8, then 16, 32, 64, and it almost splits into millions of permutations of this exact moment happening over and over again before suddenly snapping back together. And when it does, you all see as Mindy's body splits into 2 for just a moment before snapping back together. And when they do, you can hear the metal fastenings keeping the vent in the ceiling begin to snap. You hear the first one go, then the second, and then the right side of the vent begins to fall and slope to the side, and then the third one goes off. There's only 2 more left. What do you do?
So I looked at a rock, and that happened.
Yes.
Yeah, the Dr.
I
Strange
feel like I
moment.
want that rock.
We,
That rock sounds like a trip.
Are we all like super close to Mindy? Like, 'cause I know Cam was in the front, Mindy was in the middle, and then I'm bringing up the rear.
There isn't a lot of space inside of a vent, so you all are pretty close together. But there's not a lot of personal space inside of a vent.
Okay, I just didn't know if we were keeping, 5, 10, 15 feet apart because of the weight issue, or if we were more clustery.
If you all wish to separate on a kind of a single file line basis, you could choose to do so. I leave that decision up to you, but there's only so much space inside of a vent, so it would be very difficult for you all to kind of completely separate from each other.
we weren't trying to do that anyway. We wanted to see one another. But is there... Where is these things snapping from? Like, is there a way I could be able to hold it or something? Or?
You could attempt to, but it's in the part of the vent right above where Mindy is. Mindy is effectively where the end of one vent meets the start of another vent, and it is at that point that these screws are coming undone.
Okay. Yeah, I think if that's towards the front, then so that would be towards my end. So yeah, I would attempt to fly over and see if I can attempt to. This is going to sound weird. If the screws are loose, they're going to try to hold up the vent in one hand, put the screw in the area, and then smash it using their hand like a hammer.
So,
to try to keep.
as Cameron moves into place, you go to push it back and you realize that the screws are not coming undone, the screws are snapping.
Oh. Oh snap! Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally. Crap. Then I guess I would just try to hold it to have. What else can we do? There's no. Unless there was a way. Can you burn this to where it melts and sticks together?
I can I can try. I don't know if it really works like that. It's probably gonna be loud though. But yeah, okay. So
As you all make that decision,
Cover your
we are going to
faces.
go
There's
and
probably
take a break.
cameras in here. There's probably cameras in there.
We are going to go ahead and take our break for the evening. So we will be back in about 15 minutes to see just where our story unfolds. So I do hope you'll be back to join us to continue our little adventure. All right, everyone, welcome back. So as we left our young heroes off, they were in the middle of making an interesting decision. So I believe you wanted to attempt to melt this event back into place while you all are inside of it. Is that correct?
yes. Well, I'm not. I just basically I want to. At Cammy and Mindy's suggestion about me trying to melt this, I look at them and go, it could go really, really wrong. But then I hear the screws sort of continuing to loosen and pop under the strain, and I see what just happened to Mindy, and I am going to punch the seam where the screws and vent are starting to like right along that edge that is the one that's starting to pop. Punch it and try to set it on fire.
So you wish to melt this. Because if you just want to set the event that you're in on fire,
okay.
that's easy enough.
Technically, here's the thing. Technically, the thing that I do says that I can choose one creature object within short range to catch fire.
It does. However, you all are capable of doing power stunts, changing the nature of an ability. It is possible. It's difficult, but it is possible. So, since what you are wanting to do is still within the basic bounds of the ability, it will not be impossible. It will, however, be formidable, which will make it a difficulty 7 task to do. As you are trying to take something that is meant to just set something on fire and effectively use it a bit like a blowtorch. And I will remind you, you all are inside of a metal vent. And the metal is a very good conductor of heat.
Oh yeah, things can get hot.
Give me some rocks.
Yeah, bad choices. Let's go. Gotta live with them. All right, so
It'll start off at
right.
difficulty 7. And
All right,
it starts off at difficulty 7.
automatic-
Cameron will be a asset to you. That'll reduce it to 6.
okay. I ease it by 2 more because I get 2 ease when I want to attack something with a single attack.
Is Cameron the
Yeah,
only
I guess this
possible
still
asset?
qualifies as an attack. I would consider this an attack, sure. So it goes down from 6 to 4.
Because if this doesn't, well, I guess it doesn't need to be an attack. Okay.
I will allow it to be classified as an attack.
So that puts it down to a 4, which means I need to roll a 12. And we're calling this might.
Is might the pool that would normally be used for this power?
Attacks are, well, for the power, it is a intellect, but it costs 2 as an action. So I'm already losing 2 intellect just to do it.
Then I will say this will be considered an intellect-based roll, not a might one.
So I'm
It's based on the
Brain.
power.
super
Sorry, it's based on the power. It's based on the power. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. And then, yeah, I will spend the 2 more to bring it down to a 3. So I just need to roll
Alright.
6.
You do
If
this, fam. You
it's
can do
down
this.
to 3, you need to roll a 9 or better. Because it
Oh,
went from 4
9,
to
sorry.
3.
Yeah, no, I can't. I don't think I can ease it anymore. Oh.
Can I help?
What would you like to do? How would you like to offer help?
And moral support?
No. She
What if
feels
I got out of
very,
the vent?
very morally supported at the moment.
What if I got out of the vent and stole that rock?
That would help. That would really help. It would create new problems, though.
I'm all about the new problems the rock is about to create. All right, so we're still at a 9. That's what we're saying.
Yes. 9.
Get this hood over my
13.
All right.
Hell yeah.
So, as you begin to burn and melt this metal, Cameron, you feel the heat, and it is intense. This metal is burning the tips of your fingers. However, you're able to just adjust a little bit so you aren't quite touching the hottest parts of the metal. And I will say, after a very tense 10 minutes, Hannah is able to. It's not quite stable, but it is basically soldered against this spot. You aren't sure how long it's going to hold, but it is there.
Well, okay. Can I let go now?
Yeah, are you guys okay?
That it kind of hurt, but it's okay. As long as everyone doesn't fall through. I fell through last time. It was fun. That's where the stun gun people appeared.
Yeah, that was definitely bad. Mindy, are you okay?
How am I feeling in the oven?
Oh
Ree?
yeah, since you got split it too.
You feel great. You feel wonderful,
Feels
Mindy. It's
great.
almost as if you just drunk a large cup of coffee. I don't remember what large is called for coffee, but whatever. You feel great.
I feel great. Super good. In fact, I feel so good. I think I need to go get that little rock down there. That little rock is just, I don't know what it is about it. It's just, something's drawing me to that rock.
The
Gotta
last
have
time
Have
I see you.
Do you want to look at the rock? Oh,
Can I look at it from
Everyone's
here? Can I
dying.
see it?
Wait,
Hold
no,
on,
I feel
hold on,
like
wait,
I've interrupted
Cameron.
Kira, like, twice,
Okay,
so-
Cameron, what were you trying to say? What were you trying to say, Cameron?
I will say, the last time I see you like this was when you drunk a pumpkin spice latte.
I don't think I've had any of those lately. Did you sneak one into my? I don't taste pumpkin spice.
Okay. I guess we can get out of here.
And then looking around just to see if they can smell those pumpkin spice latte. Cause then, I mean, they.
You
Okay,
can
there's no
smell a
Starbucks
hot
around
metal.
here. All right, so no Starbucks anywhere around, so we're not sure where the hyperness comes in. But yeah, I guess Cammy would try to open up the other side of the crate.
All right. I will say, so you are not under any additional pressure at the moment, so you will not roll. You can pop off the metal. It is a bit difficult, and you're able to kind of mix strength with patience, but you're able to remove it.
Okay.
And Cammy would just gently. They're going to actually continue to try to practice their flying a bit more, so they're not actually even going to land. They're just going to kind of like hover a bit, just so they can get better body control and such. But yeah, they hop out.
All right, so you are flying down, so you don't need to worry about it. Hannah and Mindy, as you are climbing down from this vent. I need you to make me a couple of speed rolls. Balance will apply here. And you just don't want to fall and hurt, and not really hurt yourself, but you want to fall quietly. And I will say the difficulty would be at 3 to begin with. It's not that high up.
Puts down to 2. I just need to roll a 6. I can do that. I can roll a 6.
16.
Good.
I'm gonna die.
Wonderful.
So die. This is gonna be the strangest thing for me to say. You might need to start using roll 20 because I have never seen Sir Monologue roll so well before in any of my previous games with him. Like
you,
like, what
you
is happening
both.
right now?
Despite your willful dislike for roll 20, you both managed to fall into the room quietly like a cat. And now that the 3 of you are inside the room, you can see now that the stone is this dark black and gray color. It's almost spherical. And it is inside what looks to be like a thick metal casing. And inside the casing with the stone is this small, what almost looks like a laser to you, that is kind of emitting a dull blue light that is kind of going up and down the stone every minute or so.
Ammy's going to look to see if there's like any papers or manuals or documents of like, you know, captain's log 00752, you know, and they perhaps give some details of what's going on around you.
You look around, and sure enough, you do find you don't find a written log, but you do find a tape recorder that has tape inside of it that you are more than welcome to play.
A tape? I wouldn't know how to operate that. That's super old school.
VHS player. No.
Oh, yeah,
There's a
that's
VHS
true.
player.
Yeah,
You
that's
absolutely know how to
Yeah,
run.
sure.
No.
That's true. If we use a VHS player, then yeah, it'd be the same. Okay, my bad. I rewind that. They would absolutely know how to use it. It'd be like a Walkman, like Home Alone, because all of their stuff is super old school. I haven't realized, like, wait, where would that fall into? Where would that fall into? But yeah, they'll go ahead and like,
Can I found something?
and then press play.
As you play, for a moment there's nothing, and then there is the sound of a person swallowing, and they go, "Alright, research log, we are still conducting an analysis on the sample. It appears to be made out of an element not known to the periodic table of elements, nor any other form of knowledge that I am aware. We have taken to colonate element 116. Oh, that is more academic than anything. It has been harvested from a much larger source, being kept somewhere else. So far, attempts to bring other living beings into contact with the stone have been a failure. We will be beginning with trial number 17 in 2 days' time. And from there, the tape continues to go over the dimensions of the stone. And you can see that it is mostly spherical, though there is a section that's a bit concave towards the bottom that makes it almost look like a handheld or handhold. And you see the light continues to go around it as the tape goes off.
Did the person who speak give their name?
No.
Did they start it off with a date?
Nope.
Yeah, usually they give dates of these things.
Nope. There were no identifying features outside of the number for the upcoming trial and the number given to the element.
Element 1 wait, the trial?
Yeah, this was trial number 17.
Okay.
And he said in 2 days' time. From the time of recording, whenever that would have been.
What about on the tape? Was there anything written on the tape that says like a date or something?
Yeah, can we
pull it out? And no. Just a small black tape.
is there any cabinets or something that we that may give the indication where other locations of tapes may be?
Tell you what, give me an experience point, and you will find a document that details that there are at least 6 other tapes that are being kept in the head researcher's lab.
Back down to 0, but it's all about discovery. So I guess I lose some to gain some. Sure, I would give
Things
you that
cost.
experience.
Knowledge is expensive.
Oh yeah, as a American college student, I completely agree with that statement.
Nancy, here I was just thinking about Ree's propensity to love wizards.
That's true. That's true. 50 gold per spell. Okay, so I guess you find this document.
We're like, okay, there's a.
What do you say again? What did the document say?
There are at least 6 other tapes, and they are being kept in the head researcher's office.
Held in the head. What is the name of the head researcher?
I'll give that one to you. It is Jason McNamara. I will type that in the thing for you.
Okay.
Is that like Dr. Jason McNamara? Jason McNamara?
There are no honorifics or titles attached to it outside of head researcher Jason McNamara.
So, as you all are well aware, Cameron, aka Cammy, is a little.
We're out of the vent now, right?
And of course,
Yes.
So, as you all are aware, Cameron, aka Cammy, is a little kid. And so when you put temptations about like sometimes not being able to do something or a person not being able to do something, kids like to be able to try it. So when they hear news that a person isn't able to touch stone, it's just like, well, maybe I can be able to touch it. And so they're going to try to make their way over and see if they can be able to grab the stone.
So you will need to remove the kind of solid glass plating over it.
Oh, there's a glass plate over it.
Yes,
Okay.
there is a glass cube over top it.
And the laser is shooting through the glass cube to the.
No, the laser is inside of the cube with it, and then the laser is into the stone. If you've ever been to a museum and you've seen how they have their exhibits, it is a bit like that.
Oh, good.
Okay, so
Cammy
it's
wants to
not
get
like
the
an
rock, too. Let's go
active-
get the rock, Cammy.
I guess the way I saw it was that it was like a laser attached to like a big apparatus and a computer that was actively drilling into the rock. But the rock
Not
is more
quite. It's
like-
closer to a machine that is taking pictures of an object than what you're imagining.
But if there's a glass around it, there's no way to go through it without breaking it. So, Cammy, I think Cammy would have like kind of flown closer towards it, but then realized, kind of like with a bird notices right before it's too late that there's a glass plane before you can fly to the house. Yeah, before they smash straight into the plane. That's pretty much what happened to Cammy. Like,
Oh, we can't reach it. They got the glass covering it. And I think if we break it, probably.
is there like wires or something around it that looks to be that could give us an indication there may be an alarm that will go off if we break it?
Looking at it, you don't see any wires.
There do not appear to be any traps.
I am not a rogue. I'm not intellect based. Actually, you know what? Before we go any further, Cammy's just going to take a deep breath in midair and use an action to make a recovery roll because I have spent so many points on effort that I need quite a bit of those back. So give me 1 second while I go ahead and roll my d6 and try to get some of these bad babies back to the closer edge. Especially because I can tell there's probably be some more intellect checks on the horizon.
Would anyone else like to make a recovery roll? You may do so.
5 plus 2.
Probably should.
I'm only missing 2 points of intellect, so I don't know. Then I want to.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah, that's much better. I was down
And
to
it's only 3, but
Oh yeah,
let's do
yeah. That's it.
one
Suit
here.
up before the party starts.
8.
right.
All right. Wait, I have a thing for my recovery rolls, don't I? Hold on.
All right.
All right. So I think what Cammy's going to do is they're going to ask,
Does anyone have like a really sharp object, like a pocket knife, or something along those lines?
I don't know how
Yeah.
sharp it is, but I got this.
Oh no. So what I was thinking is, even with a pocket knife, if you add enough force to the pocket, should be able to make like a hole in it instead of just like punching it and breaking the glass. No, even if I cut a hole in it, it'd probably be impossible to make it.
Have you tried just picking up the glass? And Mindy walks over.
yeah, is it possible? How does the glass look like? Does it look like it's
Mindy, you go to pick it up and it doesn't budge.
Oh. Well, never mind.
does it look like it's possible to be picked up, or does it how does it look?
From what you can see, just kind of giving it a once over, you can tell that the stand that this is on and the glass were not the same, but it looks like it was placed on top, and then you can see on the bottom it was kind of bolted on at the bottom. So you don't know if you think it could be removed. It may require some use of some extraordinary abilities, perhaps, but you think it could be done.
Okay, do you all would like to touch this rock or test what this rock is about, or would you like to get more information from the tapes?
I
Y'all kids want to touch these rocks?
I mean, the rock is really, really cool, and I definitely want to come back to the rock here in a second, because I think I would also very much like to touch the rock and look at the rock. But you found the tapes, that was really cool. But is there anything else like in this room? Like you mentioned that it's like a machine taking pictures of it. Is there any sort of like computer device or any other sort of places to look for more information about this?
No, there are no other machines inside. And I would say Hannah and Mindy are aware enough of technology. You gather this machine, it connects to something else wirelessly. But in the actual room, there aren't any other pieces of equipment or anything like that. There are still some other shelves that Cameron was going through, but outside of small things, you see that there are a couple of other papers that Cameron had been going through, that none of them seem to have any more useful information. And then you can see other just small things that would be inside of a research lab.
Okay. I would, yeah, looking at like the small things in the research lab, if there's like a branded pen or a like little notepad or maybe like a little slide or something, maybe just like take that with me, just be like a hat.
You can find a pin. There are no branded materials in here. They do not brand everything with their company logos for a research base underground.
Like
Not down here. You've noticed that as you come down here, the signs of Medicorp are not present. You do not see that circle symbol anywhere.
Interesting. Are have we noticed any other symbols?
No.
Fascinating.
In that case, like after kind of scrambling through and taking a pen, a nondescript pen, um, I mean, Cammy tried to lift it and he didn't lift it.
Oh, I didn't try. I didn't try.
Oh, you didn't try it? Oh, I thought you had.
That
No,
was me.
Minnie. Yeah, I most likely would be able to lift it, but to go, I know I can lift it. The thing would be if I lift it, the perhaps will likely be an alarm, but our likely opportunity of being able to investigate something else would be very limited because I probably wouldn't be able to put it back to normal to where it looks like somebody wasn't here. Versus us listening to the tape, we heard the tape.
Yeah, we heard the tape, and there's 6 more in the head researcher's office.
Ooh. Cammy would have asked to take your cell phone, get to the voice recorder app, and record the tape.
That's really really smart. That was really smart.
Like, okay, got this. Now we just have to go on the other thing.
But yeah, I mean, we can lift it, but I mean, like, if we do that, that means we're just focusing on probably on this. We might not be able to get the other tapes versus if we go to the tapes first, we have a better chance of going back to rock, but still it'd be riskier. But not as if we go straight for the rock first, our chance of getting to tape are probably slipping up.
Yeah,
You know what
I do, and
which all what? Which do you prefer?
I don't know because I have a card here somewhere in one of my many cards that says "Trust your gut and listen to Mindy," and
Our T-shirt. That's our first T-shirt that was supposed to come on Patreon.
I feel like
How's that coming
Mr.
along?
Mono, please confirm what does Mindy want to do?
Well, is Cammy like expressing this to the group?
Yeah. Cabby would mention like,
Okay, so I'm pretty sure I could be able to lift the glass, but if I lift the glass, I most likely won't be able to put it back into its normal function. So somebody would be able to know that someone was here if I give it a shot. Versus
It's a
if I
good
go
point.
to
It's a good point, Cammy. Because and what if it sets off some kind of alarm too?
It does seem pretty important, and they've got it under this box. They probably know it was missing pretty quick, I think.
Okay, maybe let's do it. Maybe let's see if we can circle back to it. On our way
Yes.
out. That's a good idea. I think it's good thinking, Cammy.
Okay.
all right.
So
They'll show the documents. I'm hoping the document, especially since I paid XP, has like a map that shows you where this research office is. Because I'm like, otherwise I was gonna know where
The research facility does not draw maps to other research offices. However, I will say it is not that difficult to figure it out. You get that it is at the opposite end of the hallway from where you've come from.
Oh, okay. So it's just the opposite. Okay.
like, okay, it's right over there. Y'all ready to go?
We're gonna go up and over, right?
Were we aware of the stability of the
You all would be aware the work that Hannah did was not exactly up to code. So you do not know how long or how stable it will be in the long run, though it does seem to be holding for the time being.
Well, Cammy's going to trust Hannah explicitly, so I'll be like, Cammy isn't going to know that this thing isn't like up to code per se because Hannah did it. So whatever Hannah does is 100%, 100% perfect in Cammy's eyes. So he's like,
Okay, we can go back. We just go up and go around.
Yeah. Mindy, you okay with this? You sure? I know you really want the rock.
We can get that rock later. We need to get. We're not here for the rock, but I don't think it's going anywhere.
No, probably not.
Besides, just backup plans in case trouble comes in. So we'll
Oh, yeah,
we'll figure it out.
You see this place now, so you can teleport to it.
I like the way you think, Cammy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I'm doing such a good job. Okay.
All right. So
Well, how do
Cammy's
you-
up first.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So I'll probably go up first, fly up into the area, and then just hold my hands out to help as an asset to help everyone else through.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do the same thing as earlier and boost Mindy up.
All right, I will say since you're not being pressed for time, you all are able to help each other up safely and securely. And then I take it you all are attempting to make your way through the vents to the researcher's office.
Yep, because Cammy has no idea that this thing is shoddy work. So they trust us implicitly and had this decision. So
Okay.
Nothing to see here.
why is I rolling? Why is I rolling?
Well, I couldn't decide if Hannah was aware enough or smart enough to think to text Rowan to see how far along in the press conference those guys were. Then I rolled a 13, and I couldn't decide if that meant that she did or didn't. So I was rolling for basically nothing. Just like I decide what I want to do with that idea that I had, and the dice didn't, give me any clear path forward.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. All right. Well, yeah. I guess we make our way over. Try to make our way over to Jason McNamara.
McNamara?
McNamara.
Yeah.
McNamara.
All right, you all
I
make
only
your
know the
way
name because I watched Nip Tuck one time.
Oh, that's
as you all make your way down. You find this research hall to be about twice as big as the rest of the rooms on the floor together. And you can see inside there are a number of computers as well as a central screen that seems to be playing a live feed of the front of the building. There is a man who is with his back towards you all in the vent. He looks to be tall and kind of slender with mostly pale skin. You can see that he is currently looking at the screen while also typing something onto a keyboard in front of him. On the left side, you can see there is a series of shelves, almost like a filing cabinet, that are kind of set up and you can see they have a little lock spot on them and the keyhole. What do you all wish to do?
Do you guys think this is the main research lab, or do you think there might be something?
Does he have like a badge or something? Do we see if Jason, like Mr. McNamara, or like a badge or something?
You can't see a badge from his current position. You can only see his back from where you all are. And you don't know if he would have the badge on his front or just somewhere that you can't see.
Is there a desk? He's sitting at a desk, right?
He's standing in front of a large TV screen with a computer in front of him. I will say the room, and he looks a bit more official than some of the other researchers. His coat seems to be a bit more, not quite ornate, but it looks a bit higher quality.
I think that is the Jason McNamara guy. So unless he leaves the room, this is kind of a dead end.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have to leave the room. He just doesn't have to notice us.
Do you think we can sneak past him and look for the tips?
Well, I mean, sneak, incapacitate. There's a lot of different avenues to approach this.
I was worried you were gonna say the second one, actually.
Wait, what?
Well, I mean, how far away is our exit point away from this particular researcher's
Like, are we 2 feet away, 10 feet away?
You're about, let's say, about 15 feet away.
We could maybe we could be like extra super quiet, but it it might come down to that. It's probably better not to hurt him. I don't want to hurt him unless we have to.
Well, I mean, I don't think this thing. I mean, this thing hurts. I assume it looked like it hurt, but I don't think it kills anybody. I think it just like knocks them out. Right? That's what stun guns do.
But he didn't do anything to us. Why would we hurt him if he didn't do anything? Because we just want information. We don't want to hurt people.
Well, if he sees us, he'll probably hurt us.
Or try to lock us away.
Yeah, you don't want to get locked away, do you, Cammy?
Oh no. I rather want to defend myself than be an aggressor. Because most superheroes are not aggressors, unless they're like Wolverine or Batman. Yeah, Batman beats people into a coma, but I don't like Batman that much. But okay, I'll follow your lead, I guess.
Cammy, look at me. I'm not Batman.
Mindy. Okay, yeah, I'll follow what you always do.
We're gonna accomplish our mission, Cammy. We're gonna get out of here safely, okay? And if we're lucky, there won't be anybody being held captive down here. But if they are, we're gonna help Hannah get them to safety.
Wait, there might be people held. Why would there be people held captive?
I don't know. They were trying to keep Hannah.
That was the hospital, and we haven't really found anybody down here yet, which is good. But I don't know. He was talking about, Trial 17. This is the first time any of us have heard about it. That means there's been at least 16 other times that they've been messing with this stuff on people, and if this is the first time we've heard about it, maybe they did a lot of it down here, and I don't know. But we won't know unless we get his notes, and we need to get his notes, and I don't want to hurt him either, but if he's been hurting other people, then I mean, we shouldn't kill him or anything, but
No.
As you all are
This place
talking,
feel like some sort of secret government lab thing, something like out of a movie.
as you all are considering your actions, you all can see on the large TV in front of him, the camera zooms in, and you can see a figure that you all would have seen at least a few times now. And Darius Miles, who is waving off to the crowd. You see him shaking hands with a few people before he and his security begin to make their way down from the podium he was standing on and back towards the building.
Oh, he's done with the whatchamacallit.
Ooh, we're out of time. We are out of time, and we are in the belly of the beast. Okay. All right. This is fine.
This is fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine. What's the worst that could happen?
Okay. Gabby's just gonna follow you to lead because they're not sure exactly how to take this.
Don't worry, Cammy. Together, we got this. Whatever happens.
Okay.
Gabby's almost certain that he's gonna have to put some hands on folks, but he. but hopefully
So,
it doesn't come to that.
what is the plan?
So, the CEO's coming down here?
Jump down from the vent, hopefully
quietly, and in the event we don't and he sees us, incapacitate him, and if he doesn't see us, go and get the papers we're looking for, and
Okay, so that is
You guys
quite a bit of things you wish to do. So first,
So-
you will need to come out of the vent. That will require a mic contest. I assume that Cameron will be interested in doing so. It will be a difficulty 7 roll, the same as before. However, since based on how you are positioned, if you were to use your feet, the might roll will be reduced, but you won't be able to catch the grate if it were to fall down. So it's up to you. You could take the extra asset or choose not to.
Yeah, I would choose not to. I just stick with 7.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, always would be 5. And I'll use again 1 level of effort to knock it down. So there we got it. So now just a 3 or higher. And a 12. Okay, so we're good.
All right. You're able to firmly but gently press and snap each of the bolts holding this grate in place, and it falls forward, and you are able to grab hold of it. And I would say it's up to you whether or not you keep it. Whether or not you keep it with you or leave it in the grate. And then the 3.
Yeah, I think I will leave it in the grate so we could be able to lock it back up. And then Cammy, because they're flying, they're going to Mission Impossible it and flatten their back against the ceiling. So therefore they can't, look what's on top.
Sure. Okay. What about Hannah and Mindy? What are you doing?
And Mindy's gonna tie a scarf up over her face. She's like, there's probably cameras in here. Paranoid.
Okay. All right. Then I will take it the two of you. Excuse me. The two of you wish to drop down quietly.
Yeah, as
All
quietly as possible.
Like a ninja.
Yeah,
All
or
right.
even instead of jumping my way down, if there's a way I could like climb my way down instead of just like free falling and trying to land like a cat, like finding a path from the vent across the ceiling, across any sort of other structure to quietly on the floor. That's straight down.
There aren't a lot of structures for you to use, but you can attempt to be a bit more dexterous, a bit more acrobatic with your movements. So I will say is if you're trying to land quietly, it'll be a speed-based roll. And if you have any skills relating to it, I will say climbing or balancing can count, but not both. You can apply them, and it'll be at difficulty 4 starting out.
A read for me. So that's a
Mindy's right now looking at the exit, and she's that meme of the lady with all the math problems going across her, trying to calculate the best way down.
Oh, no, you've been mean to me tonight. No, you. Okay.
Not you.
Not you.
I roll a 9. I can roll a 9. No, I can't. I rolled a 4. It's not a fucking 4, y'all.
All right. Mindy, what did you roll?
Well, I was waiting, so nothing yet.
Start off. I can roll a 9. Narrator voice. She can't roll a 9.
So it's just a speed roll, right?
Yep.
4.
Yep.
Okay. No amount of plotting or planning or trying to examine the situation is going to reduce the difficulty.
No, not really much of a plan that you can do here
There's
specifically.
nothing. Jump your ass down.
Well, technically, if it wasn't, Cammy can like hold on to Mindy's wrist and gently, glide Mindy to the ground, like flying per se.
If you wish to be an asset, you can.
Oh, Cammy's always an asset.
Okay, so if Cammy is an asset, can I push the roll?
I will get to that in a moment. I will get to that in a moment.
Oh no.
But first, Mindy, give me your roll.
I'm pretty much.
Oh no, like my. Yeah, no, Mindy. Yes, Mindy.
18.
Oh, 19. Nice.
Okay, so Mindy is able to make it down safely. Hannah, you have failed the roll, so you can choose to accept your failure, or you can have to push the roll. However, if you fail again, the consequences will be considerable.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. So for sure, I want to push the roll, and if so, is Cammy able to be an asset retroactively or no?
They will be able to be an asset on this roll, yes.
Okay, so now we're at a 2, which means I have to roll 6.
Hey, you can use a level of effort if you want.
Yeah, I
to
was about to
bring
say,
it
can I apply a level of effort to
Of
this? Because I
course.
absolutely will apply speed effort to this, and then of course, ooh, okay, so that puts that to there. So that makes it a 1. So I just have to roll 3.
Mm-hmm, just got to roll a 3. That's what I normally try to stick to. It's just 3s.
I'm so scared.
Oh, I feel you, fam. I feel you, fam. I am with you
It's
there.
a 5.
Oh.
All right.
Yes.
The three of you are able to get into place in the lab quietly and stealthily. What would you like to do next?
Hunt our prey.
Mindy, are you feeling okay? I mean, I know the rock was really cool. And
Are we in the same lab as the guy right now?
Yes. Yes, you
We
are.
can
So you
talk.
are limited on speaking, but you are in place.
Mindy's got the stun gun out. She's just like,
Oh yeah, Cammy is like I said, back first against the ceiling. Ooh, can I see any notes that's on the desk?
are there any cameras visible in here, like watching the room?
No
No,
to the
no.
cameras. You don't see any notes on the desk, but you can see the keys that would be for the cabinets are on the desk.
Slowly, Mission Impossible down. Gonna float down. Pick it
Okay.
up, and then
So-
float right back up.
So you are attempting to gain the keys. What about everyone else?
So we have not been seen by the person we assume is Jason McNamara, correct?
You have not.
How far away from us is he?
After you drop down, you're between 15 and 10 feet. So what you
Okay,
call it
so-
13 feet away.
Very close. Okay.
Cammy got the keys. Can I figure out what? So he's watching so on the main screen he's watching the press conference, but he also has a computer screen up next to him, right?
Mm-hmm. He is typing away. He's typing on a keyboard.
Yeah, it's probably too far away to tell what he's typing. I just want like a good look around. I want to look for labels of anything. Like what's on the filing cabinets? Are there any words, pictures? Like what?
Looking
is there-
around, you gather you don't see any identifying labels or markers on anything. You do see there are things that have numbers on them. There are boxes with just they're numbered 1 through 15, but you aren't sure what those are for. Cameron already has the keys, but so you can still see the desk with the filing cabinet like drawers are still there, but you don't see anything that would be identifiable.
The tapes are probably in the filing cabinet. Okay, I look around and not seeing anything immediately close by, and everything else is so close to this guy. I'm just going to look at Mindy and go, I don't want to, but I think we kind of have to.
Now, here's a question. Are there any, like, I'll say, Minnie's gonna like point her stun gun at him. It's like, or, and then she like points to a nearby like heavy object.
I look at Mindy pointing to the heavy object. And...
Oh my god! Sure you can. Put a down forward X this dude right in the, right in the jaw.
I mean, it's a non-limited resource, so it's obviously good to use non-limited resources when possible.
That's true.
Oh no, I can just punch people.
Yeah,
I know.
Just Hajime no Ippo this guy, you know, so it's gonna be all good.
So what are you doing?
Well, so Cammy's doing Spider-Man and like moves of like flipping upside down to like try to, you know, open up the thing.
If Hannah's gonna walk up to, well, he's already distracted. He's focused on something, right? So like he doesn't. He's like, meow, meow, meow. I don't need. He doesn't need to be distracted. Because if it seemed like we needed to like shift his vision, I might try to like pick something up and throw it on the other side.
Okay.
But if he's like focused on something, then Hannah can just walk up and be like, "Ow!" Right in the kisser.
Yeah, I think maybe like I point to my fist and I see you drop the stun gun to try to start walking up to him, and I follow you, but like on the other side. And so like when you basically, I want to sucker punch him with you being the bait, right? Just like come up on the other side while he's paying more attention to you.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be like,
okay.
I'm gonna walk up on one side, and I'm gonna be like, with the stun gun, I'm gonna be like, freeze.
Yeah, and then as he's distracted by that threat, that's when I come in for the.
He's like, what the heck?
Sure. I will say you will cooperate, and based on the situation, you won't have to roll to hit. How much damage do you do?
24.
I think so. I would normally do 7, but I want to swipe at him and only do 6, and put that and instead daze him for a turn in exchange for that extra point of damage. Where all of his actions are here.
So this is what happens. As you get into place, you swing and you connect with his face, and as soon as you hit, he kind of crumples forward in an attempt to catch himself. He kind of puts his hands forward onto the keyboard, and then I'm going to GM intrusion. Because as he falls forward, he hits a button.
Who's the GM intrusion for, though?
Hannah. Because Hannah is the one doing the punching. So
True.
as he moves forward, he hits a button on the keyboard that is an emergency sealant for all the rooms, and you hear the doors behind you that would lead into the head researcher's office, if you were coming in like normal people, slam shut, and then you could hear the other sliding doors in all of the other research rooms slammed closed a moment later. Hannah, you have 1 experience point that you can keep, and 1 that you give to one of your fellow players.
Uh-oh.
Holy no.
It's okay. It's okay. The guy's like unconscious now on the ground, though, right?
I don't know if you're dazing a thing and make someone unconscious, but they are whatever that does.
If 6 wasn't enough to take him out,
Like, does he take enough damage to go unconscious?
it just means that all of his actions for the next round are hindered. So he's got a +1 to everything that he tries to do.
Yeah, 6 is not enough to take him out. No.
No, we didn't want to kill him. We said we didn't want to kill him. I'm rapidly changing my mind on that. But that's me.
Hey, we are not Moon Knight. I'm rapidly changing my mind. Like Moon Knight, Punisher over here? Okay.
No, I can't. All right, so I'm gonna.
I'm also opening the door opening. I didn't know they were going for the punch, but that would have changed my my plan because while they were doing that, I was trying to open up the cabinets
Sure.
to get.
You are able to open it. You do find, and I'll say as you open it, you find have you ever seen a recorder tape box before? It's one of those with a tape inside and then a manila folder beneath it. And I'll say just as you are opening it and pulling that stuff out is when the doors slam shut.
Okay, so they're
Okay.
shut. All right. I'm gonna look at Mindy, and I'm going to say, "Do you think we can find any other ways out of here?" And then I'm
Nope.
gonna look at Cammy, and I am
They point to the vent.
gonna
The vent
say,
did it close.
did you find the? Is there another way?" They were like, "Did you find what you were looking for? Are we okay to get out now?"
Yeah, Cabby's going to pull out the vanilla tape bag as well as the tape player, and then point back to the vent. It says
The vent did it close. We should be able to go back to the vent.
Okay.
Okay, I'm good.
and they'll kind of just give one last peep at the guy to see, make sure that it looks like he's still breathing because I'm presuming he's still moving, and then they're going to it. I can
There's no
slide it-
blood. He must be fine.
Yeah.
The bleeding is all internal. That's where it's supposed to be, right?
They're going to quickly slide the equipment into their backpack.
Be like, okay, I got everything. We could go.
And yeah, I guess they're going to fly.
Let's see if we can get that rook on our way out.
All right, you all are moving through the vents. I am assuming you're going for speed instead of stealth. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right. You're moving through the vents as quickly as you can. Are you attempting to stop by the other room?
I know we talked about like going back for it, but I don't know if that would be a good idea.
That's true.
Cammy can fly. Do we hear any noises like anywhere else?
Yes, you begin to hear guards entering onto this floor. Some of the people have begun trying to piece together what's going on. Right now, it seems to be chaos, but it is rapidly being ordered.
We never fully figured out how to break into the glass in the meteorite, right? Like it
Aside from smashing it.
It could be smashed. Mindy, if we went in and we figured out quick enough how to get the rock out, could you get us out? Like, could you teleport us out of here again, or
Yeah.
we have to go out the
Pretty
long
sure. Pretty sure. Unless there's some sort of like, I don't know, super evil villain thing that's gonna stop me.
Okay, so I guess we're going to the.
Okay, I guess we're making our way over to the rock. Wow! Good Lord, I feel like I'm in Vegas right now.
We love rocks.
Evelyn, let's go.
All right. You begin to hear people
Nothing will go wrong.
call. People are
What could go
pointing
wrong?
towards the vents as they realize someone is moving within. But you all are able to make it into the room. However, it is very clear that you are inside of the room, though from what you can see, whatever shutdown has been triggered has prevented the door from opening from the other side. So for the time being, you are safe. You are back inside the room with the glass, the rock, and the machine.
I'm gonna try to lift this. Here we go.
Yeah, and Cammy's assistant is going to try to lift the glass from off the base, and that's how it was, right? You said the glass was connected to the base.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they were going to try to lift the glass off the base.
Okay. I will. I'll consider this a difficulty 7 task.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Actually, this one, because it's a lift, I have an extra one. Yeah, I do have an extra one. Okay, cool.
Hannah's pretty strong, right? Could Hannah help him with the lifting?
No, no.
No.
I punch things. I do not lift.
That's what it was. I was like, hey, it's okay. I already eased it down by 6 because I have an extra item for a lift, so we should be good to go. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and we just do your hire. Perfect. That's a 7. Good. We're good.
All right. So you grab hold of the glass and you are able to rip most of the glass casing off. Though you see that where the glass was bolted into the stand, you just ripped that part of the glass apart. So it's more a half cube of jagged glass in your hand, but it stood together. And now that the stone is free, you all feel something. It's almost as if the cells in your body have become thirsty, as if you've been trapped in a desert your entire life. And the more you see this rock, the more every part of you calls out to it. And before any of you can really think about what you're doing, you reach forward and you touch it. For a moment, time seems to stop. The rock emits a pulse of energy that your cells, your body greedily drinks up. And for just a moment, you all can see a world that you've never been to. You see a battle between what you can only describe as godlike beings. A man wielding sunlight itself does battle with crawling darkness. And in the middle of it all is a woman that you all have seen once before. She stands amongst the stars as if she is a being above all of creation. And as she surveys the battle of her kin, she turns, and for a moment you all can swear she looks at you. And as she flicks her hand, the three of you find yourselves standing amongst the stars. A moment later, Rowan joins you. And that is where we will end our adventure for the evening.
What the hell? We just took some acid at the at the end. Congratulations, your prize was an acid trip.
I told you those mushrooms would change your life.
Are we like superheroes, animorph, drafted into an intergalactic war beyond the scope of our paltry understanding, and now become soldiers at the ripe ages of 17?
Yes, Animorphs, but with less war crime.
17 for you.
Even worse for you.
Yeah.
Animorphs are smart. Come on, Animorphs.
There is only one way to find out the answers to your questions. That is to join us for our next episode. For now, though, it is time for these wonderful people to tell you where you can find them throughout the internet. And I will start with Kira.
Hi, I'm Kira858. This was an absolute blast. Very high tension. I was telling everyone during our break, it felt like we were going 1 step forward, 2 steps back. But we finally came, got some great answers, which is what the Cypher system is all about. So again, super excited about this. I can't wait for our next episode. You can find me on the interwebs on Twitch at Kira858, as well as YouTube under the Cookout TTRPG. We have a wide variety of TTRPG goodness. As mentioned, we have been on hiatus for a bit as I've been handling some other projects, but you may be seeing some new content coming out in either Q1 or Q2 of next year. So make sure to keep an eye out for that at the Cookout TTRPGs. But of course, for those who are aware, the projects I have been working on is I started my own comic book company under Snowstorm Comics. And yeah, our first comic should hopefully be debuting also relatively soon. So again, just keep an eye out for all the latest info and everything that I'm working on on their Twitter at TheKara858. You can find me at Blue Sky at TheKara858. You can find me on Threads at TheKara858. I mean, everywhere across the internet. And that's me.
All right, next up, Sir Monolith.
Yeah, I'm at Sir Monolith on Twitter and Blue Sky, and I guess tune in next time to see where this chaos leads.
All right, last but certainly not least, Dr. Maniac.
Hi, I'm Di. You can see me here. And since the other member of our team isn't here, I just want to shout out Gremlin Collective and all the hard work Ari's been doing over there, and watch the new stuff that's getting posted for sure. So yeah, check them out. And yeah, I'm Di.
All right, and with that, our story has come to its end. So please join us again next week as we continue our adventures.